This is Real Talk with Brendan Bartic, where we'll be talking about the latest real estate strategies, scripts, top producing techniques, and everything you're going to want to know about how to be an elite real estate agent or real estate coach, or just a great business person. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Behind the Hustle. I'm Brendan Bartic with Brendan Bartic Real Estate Coaching. Today we're going to be talking about what I've learned from getting my ass kicked a lot. Right? So I was thinking about this note and I was saying to myself, you know what? Hey, we all have learned from these experiences. And I think we all take different pieces out of these experiences. Now, when I thought about that and I was really thinking about that question, and I pose you to think about it, hey, what have you learned from getting your ass kicked? It came back to a couple of different stories, right? So the first was thinking about my father, right? So Vietnam veteran, hardcore disciplinary. And when I would say he kicked my ass, I mean, he would literally kick my ass. And it's not in a, you can look at it and say, hey, that's terrible. And, you were abused and blah, 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 blah. Take all that for granted. Yeah, it definitely wasn't an enjoyable situation by any means. But what I learned from it was that no matter what, when those types of situations happen and you're sitting there and you're crying and you're looking at all these things, what I looked at and I said to myself, I said, you know what? I can look at this in two ways. I can either feel sorry for myself or I can feel sorry for him. And I learned that at a very early age. And I'm talking age 6, 7, 8, before I was, put into social services. And when I look at that kind of mindset, I knew early on that I could either be a victim and play this victim role and go, boo-hoo, poor me, or I could put that back on them and be like, man, if he has to do this kind of thing to me and he has to be that kind of person, then what's really wrong with him? So the way that I adapt that to the regular life, right? Real estate, I look at it as when a client is treating me like an absolute piece of gutter trash. When I have an agent talking to me and they're trying to put me down and trying to tell me that I'm, I haven't been in the business as long as they have and they don't know that and I don't know this. I just often step back and I look at it and I go, I just feel sorry for you, right? I don't say this to them because if you say that, it's just going to make the conflict even worse. But that's how I keep, people go, Brendan, man, you seem like to be able to handle a lot of different things. Like you compartmentalize a lot. It's not that. I just try to quickly look at the situation and go, if they're acting that way towards me and their life is that freaking miserable, I feel sorry for them. Right? I just feel sorry for them. Period. End of story. Okay? So I've had my ass kicked in that physical format. I've had my ass kicked business-wise. So there's been plenty of times where people have tried to screw me over in deals. Agents have tried to screw me over on my team. Clients have tried to screw me over. And it's hard. I'm not saying I've handled it perfectly, and I'm far from that. But what I've learned along the way is this phrase that I think will help you a lot. Detach yourself from the outcome. Detach yourself from the outcome. I know that sounds very like you're so zen and all this, but that's all you can do. Detach yourself from the outcome. Allow them to be this, crazy lunatic situation. Allow them to take on that burden of having to just be a scummy person, right? Just a scumbag. And it frees you up quite a bit to look at it and go, no matter how bad today is, how bad, I feel, how bad they tried to make me feel, I just feel sorry for them. There's something that went wrong there in their lives that led them to this point that I have no control over, right? They decided to do this terrible thing or this person decided to act this way towards me. Or, take it to a simpler fact. I get agents all the time where they're like, my buyers lied to me. They ended up going with the new construction and doing all of that. And they get so worked up about it. They lose an entire day of work, 2 days of work, because they're like, man, this is just not fair. Just have empathy for those people, right? Or they try to beat me up on commission. They try to do all of this. have empathy for those people, right? There's something wrong with them that caused them to get here. There's something terrible in their lives that made them this way. And if you allow that to bother you, you're going to have that same experience. So all I can tell you is, number one, always have empathy for the person that's kicking your ass or that feels like you're getting your ass kicked. Now, second thing is there's also, which I wanted to talk about, a good ass kicking, right? Which builds resilience. And when I talk about resilience, I look at it and I think about, certain things where it's, hey, like I kept getting smoked in a certain appointment or listing appointments, right? I wasn't getting them. For sale by owners were just eating me alive. And I go, man, I'm never going to get this. This is a worthwhile. I'm just getting my ass handed to me. I'd go in there. They would yell at me. They'd be like, da, 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 da. How do I overcome it? Okay. Simply easy this. Study it, practice it, and get better. Right? Every time a for sale by owner annihilated me, I went back to it and I said, you know what? I'm going to be more prepared next time. So I went and watched the YouTube videos. I went and practiced my scripts. I went and made sure my listing presentation was good. My mailers were good. My text messages were good. Everything was taken to a higher level. Go back in again, smacked in the face, get my ass kicked again. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board. What do I need to fix? Go back and do it again and again and again. And that's the real difference of top producers versus people that just go and get hit on the nose and go rah, 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 and run off, right? You're going to get your ass kicked. You got to come back, get smarter, think faster, think better, think how I can get past it. And even with those for sale by owners, the whatever I said before, detach yourself from the outcome still applies. Having empathy for them still applies. They're not mad at me, Brendan. They don't even know me, right? If they're treating me some type of way, I feel sorry for them that they don't see the value in having an amazing agent like myself to be able to help them. I have empathy, and I feel like they just had a bad life where somebody made them want to try to suck the life out of everyone else in their world. And that helps me a lot. That's always helped me in making sure that I had my mindset right. So I hope that helps. You're going to, hopefully in this business, get your ass kicked a lot. It's going to happen. No matter what, it's just the way of life. Look at it as every single time, can I walk away and get smarter, faster, better, scripts, YouTube videos, dialogues, presentation. And then when I get really, really good, I'm still probably going to get my ass kicked. And that's okay, because there's always going to be another opportunity. There's always going to be another door that opens. Nothing lasts forever. The sun will always shine again. You got to tell yourself these things. And this is where your affirmations will help. Your mental toughness will help. So think about that. Think about it as every time you get your ass kicked as the most positive thing that could have happened in your life, because you learned so much from it. And as always, I wish you great success.